Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie, and this is part 8 in a 9-part video series I'm doing to create sailboat sea glass mosaics in this 9-pane antique window. So I'm doing one video for each pane of glass, so I've done 7 so far. If you've missed any of those videos, you can click on the icon up above and it'll take you to my playlist of sailboat sea glass mosaics, because I've done quite a few of them, not just those 7, a few others as well. So you can go and watch those if you like, and then you will get some more ideas on how you can create sailboat sea glass mosaics. So today I'm doing this pane of glass in a sailboat sea glass mosaic that I call Sea Glass Mosaic Regatta. So in each of the videos in this series, I've done a lesson of the day because I'm trying to teach you something a little bit different every time. So my lesson of the day for this video is that the same shape can look different from different perspectives. So in this pane of glass, I'm going to do a sailboat regatta. And so I'm going to have a whole bunch of sailboats out on the water. And the idea is that even though the sails may be very similar, if not the same, they can look different from different perspectives. So depending on how the sail is sitting in the water, maybe it's sitting at different angles to the sun, it may be sitting at different angles to where you're standing on the shore, it may be closer versus further away. So closer sails are going to look much bigger than sails that are far off in the distance. They can look really tiny. They may even be bigger than the one that's close to you, but it can look very different depending on where it is. But if you had them all lined up in front of you, the sails may be almost identical, but yet you can really change the perspective of how something looks depending on where you place it in your piece of art. So let's get started with that. So this pane of glass is 7 inches by 7 inches. It's square, not very big. But what I'm planning to do here, I'm not using a pattern because I wanted to get the perspective of standing on the shore. And when I've watched sailboats from Halifax Harbor before, and when I stand on the shore, what I see on the other side, I'm going to create kind of a shoreline with my brown sea glass. And then on the other side, I see like another land, because there's land over there on the Dartmouth side of Halifax, across Halifax Harbor. So I'm going to just use tiny pieces of brown to have my other layer of land. So I don't need a straight line or anything like that, because the horizon is the land across the way. So I'll use a bunch of bigger browns in the foreground and tiny browns out here to give me that perspective that there's a body of land across or on the other side of the body of water. And then I'll place my the sailboat regatta is taking place in Halifax Harbor, so between these two pieces of land. So I'm going to put in some white triangular pieces of different different sizes, sort of all triangular shape, but different angles of triangle. And then you'll see I've got a few big ones, and the big ones, because they're up front, they may be the same size sail, but because they're closer, they look big, and then you get some small ones off in the distance. And each sailboat is going to have a hull, so I'm going to use some brown sea glass to make the hulls of the sailboats. So I'll put those in place. And I might fuss with these a little bit just to get some movement in my sailboat regatta. So it looks like they're sailing down the harbor and creating a bit of a race going on. And then I'm going to put some white sea glass in the sky. I've got some great clouds here to fill in the sky, and I'm going to fill in the water with green. So I hope this gives you an idea of how you can get perspective. So if all of these sails were sitting along the shore, they might all be the same size. But by varying the size, it really gives you the feel that this one's up close, this one's far away, I think it'll help. I might shift these two just to give you a little bit more interest. So that completes part 8 in my 9-part video series on Sailboat Sea Glass Mosaics. I hope this has really helped you see how you can take a shape that may be the same, but vary the perspective by putting it closer, further away, varying the shape. So my Sailboat Sea Glass Mosaic 9-piece window is coming together. I only have one pane of glass left to complete. So be sure to join me for my next video when I will do part 9 in this series, and my window will be done and you'll get to see the completed project. So until next time, happy sea glass hunting!